Hi everybody, welcome to our next episode of Lunch and Learn, and I am here in Wychwood Park. This is a tiny little enclave. It's just west of Bathurst Street, just north of Davenport. You can only access it through like one of the little roads in Wychwood that are north, not off the main streets. This place is just spectacular. I'm going to be frank with you guys. I always knew it existed. I've never ever been in here, and the housing is just spectacular. It's an enclave of about 60 houses. It's got a private road to it, so these people basically are responsible for all their stuff, the garbage removal, the lighting, and the roads, and all this kind of thing. They pay a little bit extra in their taxes for it. And I am just in awe of this place. If you've ever been to camp, or you ever go up north or into Muskoka or something like that, and you're in these treed, tiny little streets, this is exactly how it feels, and we're right in the city. Now, this was created as an artist colony in the late 1800s. There was a couple of Englishmen. There was a painter, Marmaduke Matthews. There was a businessman, Alexander Jardine, and they made it. It was an artist colony, but it's sort of built up, and it looks way more than an artist colony. Prices in this place. You don't really see these things come up on MLS too much. I know there was a couple of sales this year. There was a sale at 4.3 million, and there was a sale just over $6 million. And if you look at the houses, you're just like, wow. So I want to take you a little bit of a tour. There's a Tattle Creek is here, and not people know what Tattle Creek is, but it's a creek that basically runs right down from where we are all through the city. It actually runs through U of T, and it's been buried really in almost everywhere in the city, but here. They've actually dammed it up, and they made it like a little pond. There's a tennis court in here too. So let's take a quick little tour. So this is the pond that I was referring to that they built Wychwood around. Now, Wychwood, again, very foresty, and the guys who named this place named it after Wychwood Forest in Oxfordshire, England. But you have the pond here. I love this turtle crossing. It shows a lot of health in the environment when there's turtles. The tennis court is just past there. I also neglected to say that a lot of these houses were built in like the 20s and 30s in the arts and crafts style. And the area is designated as heritage, so you can't just tear down any houses. If you look at all the housing stock in here, they look very, very similar to what they did almost 100 years ago. You have to get permission to do what you want to do because they want to keep the same feel in the neighborhood. So that's it for inside here. We're going to go to a place called Romy's. There's a new sort of hot spot that's just on St. Clair, and we're going to lunch, and we're going to see how it turns out. Okay, we're on the patio here at Romy's on St. Clair, just down the street from Wychwood. It's a challah bakery, but they have food. I have a kebab sandwich. Joelle got a schnitzel sandwich. It looks good. We're going to dig in, and we're going to let you know how it tastes. Okay, we're here at Wychwood Barns. This is kind of the cultural center, really, of the Wychwood area. First, for Romy's, I know I say everything's good, but this one was really, really good. My meat was great. It was like a little bit burnt on the outside, but a little pink on the inside. It was, everything that was in it was delicious. If I had a criticism, don't take a first date there. The challah, it just sort of like broken, and it's very, very messy. But otherwise, I highly, highly recommend it. Anyways, back to Wychwood. So here's the barn. It's a 60,000 foot facility. It was a TTC maintenance for streetcars, and then they converted this into, there's just so many things here. There is a greenhouse, there's a theater, children's play area, water park. Every Saturday all year round there's a farmer's market. It's really a cool building. I don't know, Joelle, if you want to sort of pan up or pan around. They basically have live workspaces for artists. There's co-op stuff. There's really just so many places to go to here, and in the summer when the weather's nice, come by here. Anyways, I love doing these videos. I'm going to end it now because I know I talk a lot. I love doing this. Like, share, and we'll talk soon.